There she goes. Into the wind.
Sun.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Vince Irie and today we're gonna be reviewing the T-28 Trojan 1.1m RC airplane by E-flite. I'm super pumped about this one. I really wanted to get it, mainly because of how good they say this model flies, and it's a nice size. It's not too big, it's not too small. You can fly it at a lot of locations and it's easy for transportation. I'm gonna be talking about some of the key features. Obviously, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna assemble it, and then we'll take it out on the ice to do some flying. That's right, on the ice. Here in the Netherlands, it's been freezing for the last couple of days, and I've got this nice patch of water, which used to be water, but now is ice, and we're gonna use that as a landing strip for the Trojan. All right guys, are you as excited as I am about this model? Let's start unboxing it, assembling it, so we can go out and fly. All right guys, it's time to unbox. I just put a GoPro on my head so you guys can experience it together with me. I think that's the best POV we've got in the house today. And let's get right to it. You turn it around here, and we'll switch to the GoPro, boom. The T-28 Trojan 1.1m sports scale airplane for intermediate to experienced pilots. Skill level number 2. Horizon Hobby, obviously a beautiful picture of the plane. E-flite, advancing electric flight. Alright, let's see what's included. See side panel for details, we'll check that out in a bit. But first, safe, easy to fly with AS3X and optional Use Safe Select technologies. Bind and fly basic version only. We've got the bind and fly basic version, so that's cool. We've got the AS3X, high power, 3 to 4S compatible motor with 30 amp telemetry capable ESC, more durable, reinforced to handle higher speeds and aerobatics, factory finished. I see 3 little stars here for fast assembly with fully painted trim scheme. All right, sounds dope. Let's see what else it says on the box before we open it up. A T-28 at the top of its class. I'm not gonna read this whole story because that's a long ass story, but basically it says that it's updated, that it's got AS3X. You can see the measurements. It can fly on a 4S battery. It's easy to assemble. It's a renewed model, yada yada yada. New moves from an old favorite. All right, Spectrum, you need a Spectrum capable transmitter. Obviously, I got my IX12. Removable wing, stronger spark reinforcement. Yeah, the ESC, we talked about that. The AS3X is safe. Yeah, it says kind of the same. Oh, here, the side panel. Let's see what it says. Bind and fly basic version, which version we have. So you need more skill if you want to do the plug and play, which you need to provide your own receiver. But the receiver is installed in this one, so we got the bind and fly basic. All right, enough talking. Let's open it up. Here we go. Alright. Don't need that box anymore. Here it is in all its glory, the Trojan T-28. So, first thing I see here off the bat is the instruction manual, the prop. I really need something to help me out here, a knife. As I was saying, I hope the framing of the GoPro is fine, so you guys can enjoy this with me. So, as I said, we've got the prop and the instruction manual. Let's take a closer look at that in a bit. Let's see what we have in this corner here. This is the landing gear, 2 screws, bind plug, and nylon spacers or plastic spacers. We'll put that aside for now. Let's see how we can get through this. Seems to be well packaged, which is always the case with E-flite and Horizon Hobby products. They're really good with packaging, so nothing really gets damaged. And that would be a bummer, right? Ordering a new plane and getting it damaged because of the handling of the package. So they really choose to protect their stuff during shipping with a nice box and a lot of tape and foam. How am I gonna get this off? Alright, just break that part off, doesn't matter. So I think we can take out the wing now. Wow, yeah. The wing, guys, looking nice. Whoop whoop. Navy, and it's a different yellow than I thought it was gonna be. Also on the box, the yellow doesn't really seem to match this yellow, but it's still finished very nicely. Decals are on. See, the servo leads are in there. Servo horns. Everything is attached. All right, looking good. This is where you're gonna attach your landing gear. Saw that in another video. Let's put that aside and we will continue. Let's get the canopy out. All right, here's the canopy. Pilot in there. Looks like he's flying with his eyes closed. Can you guys see that? No pilot in there. He's flying with his eyes closed, dude. And then there's even a little instrument panel in there, so you can see they tried to make it a little bit scale in there, which is dope to see. I like the black and the yellow, it looks dope. Black and yellow. All right, what else do we have? The fuselage, the main deal. All right. Take out the fuselage very carefully. Oh, it looks very cool, very nice. And as I said, a perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small. Paint job looks awesome. Decals look good. Feels sturdy, like solid piece of foam, good foam. The prop is already installed. Oh, there's these weird remove before flight on the tip. I'll remove that in a bit. We've got the connector here. Forget these names. IC3 connector. We've got an AR631 receiver by Spectrum. And I think these are also Spectrum servos. 13-gram servos. But yeah, first impressions are good, man. It's looking very nice. As I said, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's a perfect size. And they say it's a perfect flying plane, so it's very stable in the air and you can do a lot of aerobatics with it. So I'm very curious to see how that goes. So let's start to assemble it as soon as possible. I'm gonna put that to the side as well. And let's get the last piece of the puzzle. The horizontal stabilizer. Yep, here it is, looking good. Let's work the hinge for a bit. All right, I'll put that to the side. Let's see if there's anything else. No, that's it. Ooh, I see a little tip here. Oh, that was what was supposed to be on the other side of the prop. See, it's got one there. So it should have one here like that. All right, nice. Put that to the side. This to the side. And let's lay out all the parts here on the table. Not a lot of parts, guys. I think this is gonna be a quick and easy assembly. All right, dope. Let's start building her up. All right, guys, so I got my plane stand and we're gonna start building her up. First thing I want to do is take off the remove before flight safety things off the propeller, because that just looks ugly. So let's take that off. All right, both are off. Other thing you're gonna need is a Phillips screwdriver. I was just checking the manual to see how the wing goes on. All right guys, first we need to take out these servo leads. Let's pop out the other one as well. And those need to run through this big hole right here. We got these two notches, these two pegs sticking out. They need to go into these two holes. And you've got this tube sticking out, which needs to go in that hole. And we need to get the servo leads through this big hole in the middle. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the Y cable. And I'm gonna plug in the servo extension leads. So they don't get lost when I close the wing, because they're not so long. And like this, I'll be sure that they're already connected and they're passing through. All right, and let's get these two tabs in the notches here. And we have to make sure we align it back here with the hole. Seems good. Let's turn it around before we tighten it up to see if the servo leads are out. Yep, that seems perfect. So turn it back around and we'll get the one screw that needs to go in to keep the wing in place with the Phillips screwdriver. And we need to tighten it up. Not too tight, not too loose. You can feel the tension building up, and that's where you kind of gotta stop. Give it a little bit more, and that's secure. All right, so it's almost done already. That's how fast these E-flite models go together. So we got the horizontal stabilizer, and I checked out the manual, and you actually need to tape it to the fuselage. As you can see, apply 4 pieces of tape on the fuselage mounts and the top and bottom of the horizontal stabilizer. So you get these pieces of tape. Let's see, 4 pieces of tape. So I think we just need to slide the horizontal stab in like this. I hope I don't damage the paint. It's a tight fit. All right, we're in. And let's see how we're gonna line this up. You want it to be aligned properly before we tape it down. Hard to see, but you'd have to do this by looking very carefully. I'm looking at the gaps and the distance in the back here, and the same at top, if it's the same, and to see if the distance between this side and this side is the same. It is kind of. All right, I'm gonna call it good. And we're gonna start sticking on the pieces of tape. So I'm guessing you'd have to stick it here. All right. It's 1 piece of tape. Going for the second piece. All right, those are 2 pieces of tape on top. Then we're going to turn her around. so we can get 2 more pieces on there, but from the bottom side. Alright, so I got the bottom pieces on as well. Seems like it's holding on good. Turn it around. Just feed it up. Yeah, it feels secure. Feels good. Alright, let's continue putting in the landing gear. And then we are about done. So the landing gear is pretty easy. I just checked the manual for it as well. You gotta put it in this hole, and then you gotta click it through these plastic tabs like that, like so. And you can put them either way. There's not a left or right version of the landing gear, so that's all good. So we're gonna click this one in place as well. All right. And then the last one, that's where the steerable front wheel. As you can see in there, there's a set screw, and there's a hole where this goes in, and there's a little indentation here in the steel, and that needs to line up, I think, with the screw. So we're gonna see how we're gonna do that. Yeah, we got it in. Oh damn, my screwdriver isn't long enough, so I need to get another screwdriver, but as you can see, you need to get through the motor, through this hole, so you can tighten that screw, which will hold down the front landing gear. So let me get another screwdriver and we're gonna finish this up. Much bigger screwdriver, I hope it still fits. It's not gonna fit. Damn. All right, let me go try to find another one. All right, I got another screwdriver, and this one seems to be long enough, which is nice. So we're gonna continue where we left off. That screw right there, we need to tighten it so we can tighten down the front landing gear. It's kind of an awkward position. Still not catching. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the front part of the canopy because it's getting too sketchy and I don't wanna ruin the screw. So we're gonna open up the front part. Let's see if we can get these 2 screws off and see if we can slide it open. I hope so. Take off the prop then. That was secured very hard, but we got her off. I think there's 2 more screws at the top. Oh no, there's 1 more screw at the top. Alrighty, have a look at the motor as well now. It's a Spectrum SPMX AM 1700, and it's a 3226 930 kV motor. Looks good. Right, so we'll turn it around again. As you can see, there's a screw right here which we couldn't reach properly. I'm gonna use a good screwdriver now. And it's a very tough screw as well. So we're gonna tighten it like this. Yeah, and now it's in. Now it's secured. See, I can try to move, but you see the whole system is moving. That means it's connected. All right, good job. Let's close it back up. All right, we'll leave the prop off for now, for when I want to bind it and test everything out. But that's it. I've got one more screw here. I'm wondering, is this a backup screw or what screw is that? So I'm gonna check the manual out for a quick sec. But I'm wondering, why do I have an extra screw? Because I'm only using one screw here. We're clicking in the landing gear here. We screwed this front part in, but that was a screw which was already there. We taped the horizontal stabilizer. I think that's just an extra screw. All right guys, so the build isn't so hard as you can see. I think this took us, what, 10-15 minutes? Obviously I still need to bind with my remote. But I think those were the big things we had to do on this plane. And obviously we need to, let's see if I can close this right away. Oh. All right, that's it closed. But what I wanted to say, we still need to put this guy in, but that's easy. And see, they already got these white things on, these squishy things to keep the clevises and the horns in place. So those are also spare, which is very nice of E-flite and Horizon Hobby to give you spare stuff. These are already connected. This one's already connected. This is the only one you still need to connect. So if we go back to the manual and you check for the elevator, they suggest you put it in the top one, in the outermost hole of the horn. So we're gonna do that right away. Let's see how this lines up if I put it in right now. And you see that's not aligned. I want it to be straight. I want it to be straight. I don't know if you can see this. So I think we're gonna have to rotate this plastic clevis a few times to get it lined up. Let's see if we put it in now. Yeah. So I did a few rotations, and as you can see, it's gonna line up perfectly now and be straight. We gotta click this in. I think that's all right. I didn't hear a click, but I think it's in position. And then we put on this plastic little band. What it looks like, if it's straight. Yeah, it's pretty much straight, so I'm happy with that. And that's it, guys. There she stands, the Trojan T-28 1.1m by E-flite. It wasn't that hard to get her assembled. All I gotta do now is bind her up with my transmitter, put in some settings. I'll refer to the manual for all the settings I'm gonna be putting, and the expo and all that stuff. So yeah, I think the next step is to go out and fly and see how well she flies, because that's the part I'm most excited about. You guys excited too? Let's go to the field. All right guys, we are here on the farmer's land in the Netherlands. That's how they call it, Boerenland. And right here we've got a nice patch, long ass patch of ice, which as I said was water, but now it's ice because it's freezing. We've got the Trojan right here. We've got a little Insta360 Go camera on it, and it's looking nice on the ice. And my bro Shaggy Fpv is here as well with his race drones. What's up? And we're gonna film some FPV shots of the Maiden flight. Is it cold?
It's very cold. My fingers are already freezing, but it's looking very good, so it should be worth it.
It's gonna be hella worth it. We're gonna make some awesome shots and take you guys along. I'm gonna put you on my head now, and we're gonna get right to it. Clean the lens. How's the head angle?
Looking good.
All right.
Well, a little bit crooked. I think this should be good.
All right. We've got a bit of a crosswind, which kind of sucks. So the wind isn't blowing from that direction, but it's kind of coming from the left. So we're gonna see how well this is gonna work. But we're gonna try. We're gonna start off with safe mode on. Let me turn on this camera. Now it's on. And I press record. All right, it's recording. It only records for 5 minutes, so we're gonna do a short flight and check the battery. And because it's so cold, the battery won't last so long. Let's see how much the voltage is.
16.4 volts.
16.4 volts. All right, let me put it a bit more to the right so I give myself more chance. I'll put it a bit more forward so you can start circling the craft. All right, that seems like a good spot.
AS3X flight mode. Safe flight mode.
Okay, we're on safe flight modes and low rates. All right.
Throttle activated.
Throttle activated. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Timer start. Timer stop.
Oh.
Timer stop.
Oh no.
Throttle
It's
cut.
stuck. Let's get it rolling. We need a nice patch of ice. All right.
Throttle activated.
Throttle active again. You ready? Here we go.
Start.
Oh, that was a fast takeoff.
There she goes. Gonna take a turn to the right.
Yeah, I'm locked on.
It's looking great in the air on this nice winter day. And I'm flying on safe mode, so it has a bank angle. That feels good for now. Feels like it's ballooning up a bit, so I'm gonna trim it down.
Oh, hi, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn. We're gonna come lower. Just need to trim the plane. It's going up by itself. Give it a bit more down. All right, I'm gonna take off AS3X mode.
AS3X flight mode. Timer stop.
I mean, I took off safe mode and now I'm in full manual mode with AS3X on.
There's some people walking there below, by the way.
All right, so let's keep it on this side. I'll try to keep going straight. Take a nice left turn. Gonna pass right in front of us to the right. All right, as soon as those people are gone, we're gonna do a low pass over the ice. See how that looks. So take a right turn.
Back towards us.
Yes, coming back towards us. Gonna stay straight and we're gonna make a turn right in front of us. And we're gonna go low over the ice.
Timer
To the right.
stop. Timer start.
Ooh, it's far away from me, so I'm gonna turn her around. I'm gonna do it a bit closer by.
Remaining 3 minutes.
Gonna come right in front of us. You ready?
Yes.
To the left. And we're gonna go low.
Drifting left.
Oh,
Looks like.
yeah,
It wants to go into the wind, huh?
yeah, very much. How's it looking, Shaggy?
Very nice. Sun and the snow is looking really good as well.
Going over us. And we're gonna make a left turn. And we're gonna try to line it up. Oh, for the ice once again.
Timer stop.
So low on the ice.
Timer stop.
Try to follow again.
Timer
Oh.
start.
Very slow.
Just passed over me.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, gotta keep the throttle on. I think the battery is already like not too low, but oh yeah, man. I think I'm gonna come in for a landing. Right, I'll turn her around behind us.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Turn around. We're gonna try to make a nice landing.
Timer stop. Timer stop.
Oh! Did it survive? Woo whoop! Well, as you saw, guys, that was the Maiden flight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna make a lot of B-roll shots right now, just some cool shots, cool chase shots, also with the Blackmagic camera, so we can show you guys some banging shots of this plane. But all in all, this was a nice Maiden flight. A bit sketchy with the crosswind, and I should look out here because I don't know where the ice is not hard anymore because it's starting to thaw today or tomorrow. So this is the last day we could do it. But yeah, like I said, good flight, good vibes. All right, guys, so we decided to come to another field because the wind was getting so crazy and we couldn't make a nice landing in the patch of ice. So we came to this spot, which is not so icy but more snowy. It's very deep there, so we can't walk there, but the plane could probably take off and land there. And it's into the wind, kind of, sort of, pretty good. It's better than the other spot, so we're gonna try to make some nice shots. And this little guy only recorded for 1 minute, so we have no air shots of that. So we're gonna try to get some air shots with the Insta360 Go as well. And we got the racing drone, Dutch drone gods, of course, behind us as well. So let's try to make some more cool shots for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Second flight, here we go. Let's put this guy on the ice. Okay, so we're gonna take off in safe, high rates.
Throttle activated.
Throttle's active. I'm just gonna try to do my best.
Timer start.
Oh, it's digging into the snow. Wait, hang on, hang on. Oh! All right, we'll try again.
Timer start.
There she goes. Into the wind.
Sun.
Tried to keep her straight as long as possible. Now we're going to the left. Look up. Here we go. We're flying in safe mode. And it feels very safe. With the wind, it's hella fast. Turning to the left again. And we're gonna come right in front of us. Yeah. Going up. Left turn. Nice and steady. We're gonna pick up speed now. Going with the wind. And another left turn. It's a lot of wind out here, guys. It's very windy. Gonna try to make a pass over the runway. That's a nice pass, man.
Good.
Okay, we're gonna try to keep her low. Left turn. Gonna come back with a lot of speed now. Low pass. Take a left turn. And just cruising now.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like this. As long as possible. All right, let's do some acro stuff. I'm gonna put it into
AS3X.
AX3X mode.
Almost hit you.
Sorry.
No, time's
Roll. Right into the wind. And we're gonna do some rolls. Here we go. Right roll, left roll, right roll, and another lefty. Woo! Big one, corkscrew.
Can't keep up.
All right, I'm gonna slow her down as soon as I go back into the wind. Turning to the left, into the wind. And now we're gonna go nice and slow, nice and steady.
Hit it again.
No worries, as long as you don't hit it. Gonna do a stall turn, going up. Stall,
Timer stop. Timer start.
and back down. All right, guys. Putting it back into safe.
Timer start. Timer stop.
We'll do a landing after this pass.
Timer start.
One more pass, very slow. See how she crawls into the wind? Super slow. All right, we're gonna come in for a landing. Take a left turn. And we're gonna land her with safe on. Just to be sure, there's a lot of wind. Wanna make a nice landing on the patch right in front of us. So I'm gonna give myself some space in the back here. And we're gonna start going down. Gonna try to land her right in front of us, Shaggy.
Okay.
You're gonna try, huh?
Timer stop. Timer stop. Timer stop.
Oh! That was good though, right? Whoop whoop! Yeah, your fingers should be. Your hands are all red, dude.
That's a shot.
Super cold.
Dude.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We made a lot of cool shots for you guys. FPV with the 360 Go, and of course with the GoPro on my head. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff. Check out Shaggy's channel as well. He's got a bunch of dope FPV shots on there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.